Ever wonder why some folks keep going when the odds are against them? What if the secret to winning is just hanging in there? Let's dive into the world of humility in business, where patience and a humble approach can lead to towering success, much like the bamboo plant's incredible journey. First off, let's talk about bamboo growth. This plant is the epitome of patience, you know what I mean, right? It spends years, sometimes up to 5 years, developing a robust root system underground before it suddenly shoots up to incredible heights. It's like waiting for a late bus that you're convinced will never come, but when it does, it's worth the wait. Or think about learning to cook without burning the kitchen down, frustrating at first, but eventually, you're whipping up gourmet meals. Saving for a dream vacation is another vivid example. It takes time, but the payoff is unforgettable. Teaching a kid to tie their shoes can feel endless, but the pride when they finally get it is priceless. And let's not forget debugging code all night, exhausting, yet exhilarating when it finally works. Bamboo growth shows us that patience is not just waiting, it's actively preparing for the right moment to soar. Now, let's define humility. Humility is about recognizing your strengths and weaknesses and using them to serve others, rather than seeking personal glory. It's like landing a big client not to boast about it, but to build a lasting relationship. Selling a business is another example. It's not about the money, but the impact you've made. Winning a race is not about the trophy, but the discipline and effort you put in. Writing a hit song isn't about the fame, but the joy it brings to listeners. And building a dream home? It's not about showing off, but creating a space where memories are made. Humility is the quiet strength that drives success. So, how do bamboo growth and humility relate? Patience, as seen in bamboo growth, is like the fuel that powers the journey towards success. Humility, on the other hand, is the destination where true success lies. But sometimes, the road is blocked, and it takes a humble approach to find a new path. Just like bamboo, which might face harsh weather but still thrives, a humble leader can navigate through challenges with grace. And much like bamboo's roots, humility provides the stability needed to grow tall and strong. Let's look at some inspiring stories that embody these principles. Take Thomas Edison, for instance. He failed 10,000 times before the light bulb finally worked. Imagine that, 10,000 tries. But Edison didn't see them as failures, he saw them as steps towards success. His patience and humility allowed him to keep going, ultimately changing the world. Then there's J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection 12 times before Harry Potter was published. 12 times. But she believed in her story and herself. Her humility kept her grounded, and her patience paid off when the world fell in love with her magical universe. Rowling's journey is a testament to the power of humble beginnings. And let's not forget Colonel Sanders, who pitched his KFC recipe over 1,000 times before someone said yes. Over 1,000 pitches. Talk about patience. But his humility never wavered, he knew the value of his recipe and kept going. Today, KFC is a global phenomenon, all thanks to Sanders' humble perseverance. Now, let's get back to bamboo growth. Patience is like waiting for your Wi-Fi to reconnect, agonizing but you have no choice. It's like watching paint dry, you know it'll happen eventually, but it feels like forever. And patience is like trying to grow a beard, it takes time, but when it finally comes in, it's glorious. These comparisons might sound funny, but they highlight the reality of patience. It's not easy, but it's essential. Humility, too, can be seen in humorous ways. It's like being the designated driver at a party, you're not the star, but you're the one everyone relies on. It's like being the middle child, you're often overlooked, but you're the glue that holds the family together. And humility is like being a backup singer, you're not in the spotlight, but without you, the song wouldn't be the same. These comparisons might make you chuckle, but they underscore the importance of humility and success. Let's bring in some facts to ground our discussion. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before the light bulb worked, showing that patience and humility can lead to groundbreaking innovation. And Walt Disney got rejected 300 times before funding his first film, proving that a humble approach can turn dreams into reality. Now, let's explore how these principles apply to business. Desmond Tutu, a great figure known for his teachings on humility, emphasized that true leadership involves serving others and recognizing one's own limitations. His wisdom resonates deeply in the business world, where leaders who embrace humility often achieve greater success. Take Angela Merkel, for example. Her leadership style is characterized by a calm and unassuming approach. She focuses on listening and building consensus rather than seeking personal glory. Merkel's humility has earned her respect and admiration worldwide, proving that a humble leader can navigate complex political landscapes with grace and effectiveness. And then there's the story of Alibaba, where Jack Ma's humble beginnings and focus on understanding customer needs led to the creation of a global e-commerce giant. Jack Ma started with nothing but a vision and a willingness to learn from others. His humility allowed him to connect with customers on a deep level, ultimately building a business that transformed the world of online shopping. In conclusion, the journey of bamboo growth and the power of humility are intertwined in the world of business. Patience, like the bamboo plant's slow but steady development, is essential for long-term success. Humility, as demonstrated by leaders like Desmond Tutu, Angela Merkel, and Jack Ma, is the strength that drives true leadership. By embracing these principles, we can all achieve great things, no matter how humble our beginnings may be. So, the next time you're facing a challenge, remember the bamboo plant. Remember the patience it takes to develop strong roots before shooting up to the sky. And remember the humility that allows you to serve others and recognize your own limitations. With these principles in mind, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Stay patient, stay humble, and watch your success grow. Now, let's dive deeper into how humility, much like the slow and steady growth of bamboo, can lead to phenomenal success in business. We'll explore 3 philosophies from Desmond Tutu and Angela Merkel, connecting them to the bamboo growth metaphor and highlighting their practical applications through real-life examples. First up, Desmond Tutu's philosophy: humility is a strength. Tutu taught that true leadership involves serving others and recognizing one's own limitations. Just like bamboo, which takes years to develop strong roots before shooting up, humility in leadership is about laying a solid foundation through service and patience. Pretty cool, huh? Imagine a basketball player like Michael Jordan, who, despite his incredible talent, always credited his team for his success. This reflects Tutu's arete, excellence, in humility. Jordan's focus on teamwork and his acknowledgement of his own limitations allowed him to lead the Bulls to multiple championships. Similarly, a chef like Gordon Ramsay, known for his fiery persona, often speaks about the importance of learning from his mistakes and giving credit to his team. This humility is his arete, allowing him to continuously improve and lead his restaurants to Michelin star status. Lastly, consider a painter like Frida Kahlo, who, despite her fame, always acknowledged the influence of her cultural roots and the support of her community. Her humility and recognition of her limitations allowed her art to flourish, much like bamboo shooting up after years of root development. Now, let's shift gears to Angela Merkel's philosophy: the power of listening and building consensus. Merkel's calm and unassuming approach is reminiscent of bamboo's patient growth. She believed in the 10,000-hour rule, emphasizing that mastery comes from dedicated practice and humble beginnings. Take a guitarist like Eric Clapton, who spent countless hours honing his craft before becoming a legend. His dedication to practice and his willingness to learn from others reflect Merkel's philosophy. Similarly, a coder like Linus Torvalds, the creator of Linux, spent years perfecting his skills and collaborating with others, embodying the 10,000-hour rule. His humble approach allowed him to create a revolutionary operating system. Lastly, consider a surgeon like Dr. Christian Barnard, who performed the world's first heart transplant. His success was built on years of patient practice and learning from others, much like Merkel's approach to leadership. Now, let's look at some inspiring stories that illustrate how humility and patient growth can lead to incredible success. First, the story of Disney's rise from bankruptcy to an entertainment empire. Walt Disney faced numerous setbacks, including the failure of his first animation studio. However, he remained humble and focused on understanding his audience's needs. This patient approach, much like bamboo's root development, allowed him to create iconic characters and build a global empire. Pretty cool, huh? Next, let's talk about Elon Musk's journey with SpaceX. Musk faced numerous near failures and setbacks in his quest to revolutionize space travel. His humility in acknowledging these challenges and his focus on learning from each failure reflect the bamboo growth metaphor. This patient approach eventually led to successful launches and contracts with NASA, turning SpaceX into a leader in the aerospace industry. It's like leveling up in a video game, takes forever but you're unstoppable after. Finally, Oprah Winfrey's rags to TV queen journey is a testament to the power of humility. Growing up in poverty, Oprah faced numerous obstacles but remained focused on serving others and understanding their needs. Her humble beginnings and patient growth, much like bamboo, allowed her to connect with her audience and build a media empire. Her story is as inspiring as a chef perfecting a signature dish after years of trial and error. Now, let's connect these philosophies and stories back to our main theme. Desmond Tutu's emphasis on humility as a strength mirrors the bamboo's patient root development. Just as bamboo takes years to establish a strong foundation before shooting up, leaders who focus on serving others and recognizing their limitations can achieve great success. Angela Merkel's philosophy of listening and building consensus reflects the bamboo's slow but steady growth. By dedicating time to practice and learning from others, leaders can master their craft and lead effectively, much like the 10,000-hour rule. The stories of Disney, SpaceX, and Oprah illustrate how a humble approach and patient growth can lead to phenomenal success. Just as bamboo shoots up rapidly after years of root development, these individuals and organizations achieved great heights by focusing on understanding their audience and learning from their setbacks. It's like a painter who spends years perfecting their technique before creating a masterpiece. Humility and patience are the keys to success. So, what can we learn from these philosophies and stories? First, humility is not a weakness but a strength, much like the bamboo's strong roots. By focusing on serving others and recognizing our limitations, we can build a solid foundation for success. Second, patient growth and dedicated practice, as exemplified by the 10,000-hour rule, are essential for mastery in any field. Whether you're a guitarist, a coder, or a surgeon, the path to excellence is paved with humility and hard work. Finally, understanding your audience and learning from setbacks, as demonstrated by Disney, SpaceX, and Oprah, can lead to incredible achievements. Just like bamboo, which takes years to develop before shooting up, humble beginnings and patient growth can lead to phenomenal success in business. So, next time you're facing a challenge or working towards a goal, remember the power of humility and patient growth. It's like a chef perfecting a recipe after countless attempts. Humility and patience are the secret ingredients to success. And who knows? With the right mindset and approach, you might just find yourself shooting up like bamboo, achieving heights you never thought possible. Pretty cool, huh? And now, as we come to the closing section of our journey into the power of humility in business, you see the point, don't you? It's all about taking the time to build strong roots, just like the bamboo plant, and then watching your growth skyrocket. Desmond Tutu's teachings remind us that humility isn't a weakness, it's a strength that allows us to serve others and recognize our own limitations. Angela Merkel's leadership style shows us the power of listening and building consensus rather than seeking personal glory. And Jack Ma's story with Alibaba illustrates how humble approach can lead to incredible business success. Life lessons are like Wi-Fi signals, hard to catch but game-changing when you do. Let's dive into some stories that showcase the power of humble beginnings and patient growth. First up, we have Steve Jobs' comeback at Apple. After being ousted from the company he co-founded, Jobs spent years in the wilderness, honing his skills and learning from his mistakes. When he returned to Apple in 1997, he brought with him a newfound humility and focus on creating products that truly served customers' needs. The result? A renaissance for Apple that changed the world of technology forever. Next, let's look at Nelson Mandela's 27-year wait for freedom. Imprisoned for his fight against apartheid, Mandela could have easily become bitter and resentful. Instead, he used his time in prison to learn, grow, and develop the leadership skills that would later help him unite a nation. When he finally walked free in 1990, he did so with a humility and grace that inspired the world. Mandela's story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, patience and humility can lead to incredible growth. Our third story is about Albert Einstein's late-blooming genius. As a young student, Einstein struggled in school and was often seen as a slow learner. It wasn't until his late 20s that he began to make the groundbreaking discoveries that would change the course of science forever. Einstein's story shows us that genius often takes time to develop, and that a humble, patient approach can lead to incredible breakthroughs. Finally, let's look at Ludwig van Beethoven's incredible feat of composing masterpieces while losing his hearing. As his deafness progressed, Beethoven could have easily given up on his music. Instead, he doubled down on his craft, using his other senses to create some of the most beautiful and enduring works in the classical canon. Beethoven's story is a testament to the power of humility and perseverance in the face of adversity. So, what does all of this mean for life? And can we apply these lessons to our own journeys? You bet we can. Here are 5 tips to help you harness the power of humility and patient growth in your own life. 1. Break goals into bite-sized chunks. Just like the bamboo plant, focus on building strong roots before reaching for the sky. Set small, achievable goals that will help you grow steadily over time. Celebrate each milestone along the way, and remember that slow and steady wins the race. 2. Embrace your limitations. No one is perfect, and recognizing your own weaknesses is a sign of strength, not weakness. When you embrace your limitations, you open yourself up to learning and growth. Seek out mentors and collaborators who can help you fill in the gaps and become the best version of yourself. 3. Listen more than you speak. Angela Merkel's leadership style shows us the power of listening and building consensus. In your own life, make a conscious effort to listen more than you speak. Seek to understand others' perspectives and needs, and you'll find that your relationships and your personal growth will flourish. 4. Serve others. Desmond Tutu taught us that true leadership involves serving others. Look for ways to use your skills and talents to make a positive impact on those around you. When you focus on serving others, you'll find that your own success and fulfillment follow naturally. 5. Stay humble in the face of success. Jack Ma's story with Alibaba reminds us that even when we achieve great things, it's important to stay grounded and focused on serving our customers. When success comes your way, remember to stay humble and keep learning. The moment you think you've got it all figured out is the moment you stop growing. So, what's your takeaway from all of this? Humility in business is like a secret weapon. It's the key to unlocking incredible growth and success. But it's not just about business, it's about life. By embracing humility and patient growth, we can all become the best versions of ourselves and make a positive impact on the world around us. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your toughest trait? Share below and let's support each other through the challenges of life. Could you keep going after 1,000 no's? How do you stay humble in the face of success? What's one small step you can take today to start building your own strong roots? And finally, who's your role model when it comes to humility and patient growth? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Remember, life is like a bamboo forest. Sometimes it takes years of patient growth before we see the incredible results. But when we stay humble, keep learning, and focus on serving others, we can all reach new heights. So, keep pushing forward, keep growing, and never forget the power of humility in business and in life. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I can't wait to see where your own path of humble growth takes you.
you.